Hello, my friends. Let me see. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna start. Today is Tuesday. I got off of work pretty early today, so I'm just gonna do some work on my mural. I just went to Hobby Lobby and got some paint. Not a big fan of shopping at Hobby Lobby, but you know, they have cheap paint. And I thought this paint was gonna be 40% off, but I guess it was just on their paint. Their like brand paint, like the Master Touch, and then not like the Liquitex. And I was already at the register and I needed paint so bad. And their generic like Hobby Lobby brand paint, like it isn't really good for painting murals or anything like that. So I just kind of had to spend more money than I wanted to today, which is fine, I guess. But yeah, so I got like some pink, a magenta, and then a blue. I've been using purple as a base, but I think the blue will be better so that I can add like more rich tones and stuff, instead of just limiting myself to pinks and purples. And then of course a white. So yeah, this is kind of like my color scheme that I've been working with. But now I'm kind of getting to the point where I need to start solidifying my colors and just like adding details and shading and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Yeah. Okay, so what we're struggling with here is that I ran out of the paint that I did for the base of this. So that's why I bought new paint today. So I'm gonna have to just like see where the colors are at right now. Like this is pretty dark compared to what I was painting with. But that's okay, because then we can just mix some paint and just kind of see where it takes us. Yeah. I think this is the third time I've repainted the base, so yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just gonna backtrack a little bit before I can step forward. Okay, so I was able to mix equal parts of the lighter pink and the magenta to make this color up here. This color made this, and I think that's just about the color that I need, pretty much. It blends in really nicely. So yeah, I'm just gonna go over with a quick layer of this really quick, and then after that I think we're gonna be able to start actually like blending and shading and all of that. The only thing is that I have to meet my friends out in about an hour and a half, so I'm just gonna see how much I can get done right now. I do think I can paint pretty fast just because I kind of know what I'm doing right now. So up until I don't know what I'm doing, I think I'll at least be able to kind of like replicate what I already have. And then after that, we can kind of see if I can get into any like more shading than I already have, any details, anything like that. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Okay, I think I should probably use a bigger brush. Okay, today's session went all right. It was pretty good. I'm just like not really satisfied with what I did today just because I didn't have a lot of time. And since I was remixing and reworking a lot of things, it just kind of like got to be a lot more than I could actually do in the small amount of time that I had today. I think what I honestly need to do is just like have a day where I can just lock in. It's just like really hard to find that time because I have a full-time job in the morning. But honestly, I think that adding the blue instead of just sticking to pink and purple was a really good choice. I think it's gonna add a lot more depth to my paintings. I think I keep on getting caught up over the small details instead of actually focusing on the bigger picture, just because like I find that when I'm using references, I try to focus on every small little detail and how certain shapes look and stuff. And it gets a little too tedious for me, so I think I just kind of need to relax and just be like, okay, let's just focus on suggesting the form instead of being completely precise. I did mix a lot of paint today, and so I wrapped it in a plastic bag, and I'm really hoping that it preserves over the next like 48 hours, because if not, it's not like a ton of paint will be wasted, but you know, like every small little bit counts. So that's what I did today. So yeah, now I'm gonna go see my friends and go thrifting, so maybe I can find some cute little things just to show in a montage or something like that. I'm probably gonna work on some other art around my apartment later tonight, so maybe I can do a little sample of what I'm doing there. What? A chihuahua. Welcome to my floor. Today is Saturday. It is the 15th. I took a couple days in between filming just because I wasn't really doing a lot. I've been like really tired this week and haven't really been super productive art-wise. I've just been kind of focusing on my grind and going to work and whatever. I needed a break really bad. I was gonna go work on my mural more earlier, but I wasn't able to come in at the time that they were available because our schedules just didn't align. So yeah, I had to skip that. So in the meantime, I've just been doing some cleaning around my apartment and all that stuff. And so now what we're doing is that I'm trying to build a portfolio for like a bigger project that I'm trying to apply for right now. I think it would be really cool and fun to be able to do a bigger project around town outside of like an art focused business. So yeah, and just being able to kind of present my art to the public in a way, hopefully start expanding my horizons. I really want to try to submit my portfolio either tonight or tomorrow. So I'm kind of doing like an art cram session just to kind of like put together a few pieces that kind of showcase my ability. I already like finished one thing earlier this week that I think I'm gonna present. I have recently been loving doing just really cute stylistic work on like fruit and vegetables and stuff like that, or just like little flowers. So I think it'd be fun to showcase some of those. So like I did this one earlier this week. I think maybe on, I don't even remember what day, but just kind of stuff like this I think is really cute and could look good in a portfolio for the project that I'm working on. My thing is that I've never had to submit a portfolio for anything, so I'm like, I'm kind of assuming it's like a job resume where you just like put together what actually matters and kind of leave out the things that don't really matter. So yeah, I'm just kind of like trying to figure it out. And then on top of that, there was this oil pastel portrait, or not portrait, still life, that I started when I pretty much first moved out, like back in August, or I think it was maybe September when I started this one. But this was like one of the first like grocery hauls that I had, and I just kind of put all of them together. And let me see. This is what it is. She's like almost done. I think I just need to add some shading and kind of like fill out the details and stuff. My goal is to finish this tonight at the very least. I also want to include like the mural that I'm working on right now as a part of my portfolio. I will leave a note saying like, hey, this isn't done yet. This is my work in progress, but just so that you can see some of the bigger stuff that I'm doing around town too. It's just like a good thing to add to a portfolio. And yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the gym first. So yeah, that's what I'm working on, and I'll show you guys some of the progress that I create today. Hello friends, it is now tomorrow. I didn't end up doing... Anyway, it is now tomorrow, it is Sunday. I just got back from the gym and took a little shower, and I'm just gonna make myself some lunch, and then I'm gonna start doing some more art. I wasn't able to really get a lot done last night. I just kind of added a few more details because I ended up getting pretty tired after the gym, and I wasn't gonna push it. I really don't think I have a whole lot else to do right now. Like, I'm looking at it, and I think I really just need to add some final details to really make everything look more polished. and kind of finalized, but honestly, just kind of looking at it now, I think it is probably about 85% done. So I'm really just gonna add a little more detail to the background. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy because I don't want it to take away from the foreground. And then after that, I think I just need to add some more shadows and do a little bit of adjusting with like some of the colors and shapes. But then after that, I think I'll be done. I'm thinking that's probably gonna take another hour, maybe a little more, but I really don't want to spend too much more time on this. If there's time, I might work on one more thing, but I don't really think I'll have a lot of time, to be realistic, and I don't want to like push myself. So then for my final portfolio, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the still life, I'm gonna have the strawberries, and then I have a collage that I made for my kitchen a little while ago. I did a landscape when I went up the mountain like about a month ago, so I'm gonna include that. And then my mural, the other octopus oil pastel portrait that I did as a concept for my mural. So yeah, that's what we're working on, and I'll give some kind of updates on how it's going. Hello my friends, it is now a few hours later. I ended up hyperfixating on my pastel portrait, and I spent a lot of time on it, but I think I ended up making it look pretty good. I just finished chopping off a couple parts of it, but here is the final result. So yeah, I think I did pretty good. I definitely feel like there were a couple areas where I could have done better, but you know what, I'm just gonna kind of stop fixating on it for now and just kind of be finished. I think sometimes you just need to know when to stop. I think like what triggered my end moment was the fact that like while I was in the middle of like blending together, I think some of the sunflowers that were in the corner, which I took out, I knocked over my matcha and spilled it all over my carpet, and I had to clean it up, and I crashed out pretty bad. So yeah, I ended up realizing that that was probably spirit telling me to stop and just finish the earth. So that's what I did. I measured out my piece to match the frame that I have, but I had to kind of trim it down a little bit. So I just kind of like used my X-Acto knife and just cut down the edges. And then to make it not look as weird, I just kind of covered over some of the things that just looked a little weird. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I just need to get this up and fit it into the frame, and then I'm probably gonna call it a night after that, because it is already almost 7:30, and I started this, working more on this around like 3:30. I spent 4 hours on it. I was like, oh, it's only gonna take an hour. I mean, I should know better. And I'm sorry, in the background, I'm watching Love Island. I've been like binging Love Island UK while doing my art, just because I love the drama, and it's not really a show you have to pay a lot of attention to. You can just kind of listen to it like a podcast sometimes, and then just like look up occasionally when there's shit going down. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. I'll show you the final result after I'm done. Hello my friends, it's a few days later. I just wanted to give my last little update in regards to my portfolio and how the night ended and all of that stuff. So I was able to get some pictures of my final product. I will show them right now. And I took pictures of that, and then after that I spent a couple hours just kind of going through old sketchbooks and some of my other pieces that I've done over the past couple years, and just compiled them into a Google Drive folder. And then I went onto each file and made a little comment just stating when I made it and what medium it was with, and like any other context that was necessary to that. And then after that, I made a link to my portfolio, and then I started writing an email to the company, just basically giving a little blurb about my artistic journey so far and what my goals are and why this opportunity is going to be really good for me in terms of my growth as a professional artist. I'm still starting up, so even if I don't get this opportunity, I think it was great for me to at least get my foot in the door and actually compile a digital portfolio. I I don't really have a website yet. That's something I'm still working on. I just don't have a working computer right now, so I'm struggling with anything in that regard. But making a website with my portfolio and with my shop is definitely in the making. It's coming soon, so just be on the lookout for that. I will definitely announce it when it's ready. So yeah, I'm just waiting on the response right now. If they don't respond, then I'll get the hint. It's okay. I'm not going to be too upset about it, because there are some other things around town that I'm working on right now that are keeping me busy. And yeah, I'm just constantly trying to find ways to learn and grow and expand my horizons as an artist. So yeah, either way, this has been a really exciting and fun thing to just put together, even if it's just for the sake of it. If this opportunity doesn't work out, then maybe I'll get a similar one in the future, especially as I improve my art. So you can just catch me on social media. Until next time, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.